The day is finally here. The reality is, we don't work to make money, we don't work to afford this or that, and we certainly don't work so that someday we can retire. And we don't want to work to provide ourselves with more things and stuff.
The idea of work is the trading our only commodity that we have, time. We trade this time for everything. Money, things, adventures, memories. Well, this moment in time is a snapshot of us, and the time construct has finally caught up with us. Or maybe we've caught up with it. We're not sure. This is our last morning, our last day, our last hour here on the mountain property, and definitely our last coffee. As we make our last cup of joe, we relish in how easy our lives are now, compared to when we had no insulation, plexiglass windows, and a flashlight for illumination. If you haven't seen those videos, there are some links below in the description. Now, with all the upgrades, water, electricity, finished walls, and everything, we feel like the Spartan is finally done.
We're beaming with pride and believe we've built something that is pretty cool. We took a busted up 1956 Spartan Imperial Mansion fireworks stand and made it into a home. We wired her, painted her, and made her pretty amazing. Now that it's all done, it's a little bittersweet. I researched, studied, and learned a lot more about off-grid electrical systems than I thought I would. If you have any questions about why I did this or why I did that, leave a comment below. I would really love to discuss it because it helps me learn also. Thanks. We put in modern conveniences that people take for granted. We had water with a DC pump, LED lights, and a 12-volt refrigerator, which made our last few weeks in the forest here pretty easy. But this is kind of our motif. Make it really nice and then sell it. We skirted the Spartan with rubber mats, we painted her with bus coat.
We walked over to the tent where our craziness all started. We were sad and overjoyed for the end. An end of our dreams that have been replaced with a new dream. We traded our time for a life in the woods, and we worked hard to sell as much as we could. We left so many things on the property. We tried to sell things, but it just takes time. We decided to trade that time for just leaving those things behind. We grabbed the last small bag and we walked up to the top of the property. Saying goodbye to the squirrels and chipmunks, the bat, big ass trees, and the bar, big ass rocks. The shed is all done and the trailer is loaded.
We jumped on the road and were filled with happiness as we got to see Idaho dissolve in the side mirrors. Not the rear view mirror, because that was just an image of the trailer we were pulling. And as we passed into Utah and then eventually Wyoming, we were struck with lightness and accomplishment as the reality of our mountain adventures came to an end. By the time we hit Colorado, we were ready for a break, excited about daily showers, clean clothes, and internet, so we could resume the process of building videos and prepping for the next stage in finding our boat.
Keep watching as we go on an epic road trip across the country. Look at boats, visit some boat shows, eat food, and maybe even do some international travel to see some sailing vessels.